YouTube, and welcome to the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Wow, we are just a few weeks away from Super Bowl 50, whatever they're on.
56.
56. Unbelievable. You already heard his voice. Sitting across the table from me is the founder, the creator of the world of football and all its many, many appendages. Randy Snow, how are you doing?
I'm great. Looking forward to this big divisional round weekend.
Yep, and I am your host, Adam Snow, and I've done everything completely backwards thus far, which is not unlike every show we do. Everything gets mixed up at some point.
You never know what you're going to get with us.
You never know, but I do want to say you never know what shirt Randy's going to put on, and today he's got his touchdown Al Bundy shirt.
Yep, debut of this shirt today.
The debut, like we're going to see it again.
I try to wear something different all the time.
Yeah. And, yep, so I guess we're going to make our picks, but we have to talk about how we did last week. And, you know, I think I've finally come around to your line of thinking that our playoff records should not impact our overall records on the year.
Okay.
Mainly because you went 5-1, an impressive 5-1 last week in our playoff picks in the wild card round, super wild card round, I might add. And the only one you got wrong was you picked the Dallas Suck Boys.
Yeah. I will gladly take that any day of the week. As long as the Cowboys lost, I'm happy. I'll take a 5-1 record as opposed to.
Oh man, it was both. It was so satisfactory to watch the Dallas Cowboys just lose on Saturday because they played on Sunday, didn't they? It felt like forever ago, but they played on Sunday. But you know, there was a certain playoff game which we won't talk about, but it was back in 2014, I want to say, that happened in Dallas. And if you know, you know. And I'm just saying, karma is a mean lady. So
I think it was 2017 because that was the same year as the Western Michigan Broncos played in the Cotton Bowl.
No, because we didn't. That was years before that. At that point.
It was wasn't that the same night?
It was like
we watched it from the hotel room.
No, that was the Lions finale against the Packers. You're thinking of something different.
Okay, whatever.
Trust me, it was the 2014 NFL playoffs. I remember it very well. But apparently, I'm not very good at picking last week because I only went 3-3. All the Sunday games I got right, but I couldn't get Saturday or the Monday night game locked down. I picked a lot of upsets, though.
Yeah, you picked Las Vegas, you picked New England, and you picked Arizona.
Yeah, not great because two of those three were drubbings. So,
I don't know if we'll have any drubbings this week. I think we've got.
Oh boy, we might still get some, but I don't. I just couldn't tell you where it's going to come from because I think these are all really good matchups that should provide us a great weekend of games. We say that every playoff weekend, but this actually does look like this should be a very competitive weekend. So let's just get into the picks, I guess, this week. We only got 4 games to talk about, so let's see what we end up picking. So this week, the playoffs start in the divisional round on Saturday. That first game will be at 4:30. So mark your calendars, set your watches. It'll be on CBS, by the way, everybody. And that'll be the Cincinnati Bengals, the number 6 seed going into the playoffs, they were the number 4 seed. Sorry. The number 4 seed traveling to the number 1 seed, Tennessee Titans. And since you did really good last week, you can start.
Me go first. Huh?
Yeah, I'm going to make you go first this week. Who do you got in this game?
This is an interesting game. Tennessee at home, the number 1 seed. But the Bengals are playing really well.
Yes, they are.
I don't know if they can go into Tennessee and win this game or not. I should be picking Cincinnati, but I'm going to go with the Titans at home.
I think that is the logical choice to go with. Tennessee, the number 1 seed, they had the bye, they're rested. I have not heard if Derrick Henry will be back or what capacity he will be able to play. But they've done well without Derrick Henry. I mean, they've been a quiet number 1 seed. I don't think a lot of people, would have given them the thought, but here they are. They're the number 1 seed, and I think they're going to knock the Bengals down a peg. I hope the Bengals give them a fight, though. But
we'll see.
I mean, Bengals have had a good season up to this point, and there's no shame in losing to the number 1 seed. All right, and then the second game on Saturday, which will be the 49ers at Packers. That'll be on Fox at 8:15 p.m. Mark your calendars. Boy, oh boy, I like San Francisco. I think San Francisco, I'm not saying they're a team of destiny, but they've got something about that team that just, seems like they could come into Green Bay and topple the Packers.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can go as far as to say it's going to happen. I think it could.
Oh, yeah.
But in terms of, like, if I had to put money down, it's on Green Bay. I think Aaron Rodgers is, on a mission. They got home field. Give me the Packers.
I agree. I would love to see San Francisco win this game.
Oh, yeah.
And I think they have a legitimate shot to win this game.
Anybody that's still in the playoffs right now has a legitimate shot. But it's just a matter of, boy, Green Bay this time of year, you have a warm weather team in San Francisco playing in the cold. That could be something. But, I mean, I like San Francisco, though.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like them this year. And, I always don't like the Packers. But I'm going to take Green Bay. You just don't bet against Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau in January in the playoffs.
Unless Tom Brady's the guy coming into town.
We'll see. We'll see if that matchup happens after this. But, I'll take Green Bay in that game also.
Okay. And then speaking of Tom Brady, on Sunday, the game will be this game will be at 3 o'clock on NBC. This will be the number 5 seed. They were the number 4 seed Rams. They got their seedings all messed up on the NFL app. The number 4 seeded Los Angeles Rams traveling to the number 2 seeded Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This should be a very interesting game and one that you get to pick first.
You know what? I am going to buck my own trend of going with the home team. I'm going to take Los Angeles in this one.
Really?
I think they really have a chance to go into Tampa and win this game. Normally, I would be saying you don't bet against Tom Brady at home in the playoffs. But I think the Rams can do it this time. And I'd love to see it, but I'm going with L.A. Call me crazy.
Yeah, well, you are crazy. Well, see, we come to a impasse here because Tom Brady is undefeated in the playoffs
I know it.
with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I know it.
But Matthew Stafford is undefeated in the playoffs with the Los Angeles Rams.
1-0 compared to...
Oh, boy. One of these two quarterbacks is going to have their first playoff loss with their relatively newish teams.
Yeah.
But it's in Tampa Bay. It's Tom Brady.
Mm.
As much as I will be rooting for Matt Stafford and the Rams to upset the Bucs, give me Tampa. Give me Tampa Bay to at least get to the next round. We'll see after that.
Well, L.A. beat Tampa earlier this season. Of course, that doesn't mean anything now.
Right.
And
that was in L.A.
Yep.
But you know what that does? That makes Tom Brady a PO'd SOB. Yep. So I'd watch out if I were the Rams.
Yep. Yeah, he'll take a loss early in the season to one team, but he'll come back and beat him in the playoffs. So, but I think I'm rooting more with my heart than anything is going for L.A.
I don't blame you. Well, speaking of heart and Kansas City has a lot of heart. So does the Buffalo Bills. I don't know why I picked that as our transition word, but it just happened. So the final game of the divisional playoff weekend will be at 6:30 p.m. on CBS, and that will be the number. I don't even know what the seeds are anymore. The Bills are traveling to Kansas City to play the Chiefs.
Well, you got the AFC seedings and the NFC seedings, so that's why you got 2 number 4 seeds.
Well, no, on here they got them all mixed up. Like they got like the Bills at 3 and the Chiefs at 6, which is definitely not right. So, yeah, not right at all. Anyway, the Bills traveled to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. Buffalo looked great. Kansas City looked great. These are 2 teams that both look great coming head to head at Arrowhead, and this is where I should pick the home team, but something tells me Buffalo might be able to do it. I think Buffalo's going to do it. Give me Buffalo.
This is, to me, going to be the greatest game of the weekend.
I thought you were about to say of all time, and I was about to have a heart attack.
It's the greatest game of this weekend, and it's the last game of the weekend. This is what everybody's going to remember Monday morning.
Oh, yeah. This will be the water cooler game that everybody talks about.
Yeah, and like you said, both of these teams are playing at a high level right now as the playoffs begin, and man, this is a tough one. This is really tough.
Well, you have to pick one.
I know it. Man, I might agree with you and take the Bills.
Really?
I just, it's such a toss-up. I don't know. I really don't know. But I think I'm going to go with Buffalo also.
Wow. I'm a little surprised by that pick. Yeah. But, you picked a couple of upsets second day. That's not like you. You're not an upset kind of guy.
It's not, but I really, I really think that Buffalo is going to win this game.
Yeah.
As much as I normally go with the home team, got the home crowd behind you, the home atmosphere, the home weather. But, Buffalo's used to that weather like that. For them, this is going to be a spring game.
Yeah, well, I think weather is not a factor in this.
No.
I think the factor is just talent, and I think the Bills have shown that they can match Kansas City's firepower. So I think it'll be a close game, but I just think Josh Allen right now is playing on a whole other level.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
I agree with you.
Okay. Wow, well, that is it for our picks. I guess no need to recap because we only had 4 picks. So if you weren't paying attention, come on. It's different when we got 16 picks.
Go watch this over again if you don't remember what we just said.
But, yeah, I'm very excited. This should be a great weekend of games. I'm glad the games start a little later because I can go do stuff in the morning now on the weekend. So, perfect. But, all right, anything else before we wrap up today's episode?
No, I think we're good.
Okay, well, you guys can find our podcast, This Week in the World of Football, on all your podcasting platforms. Just do a search, and you should find us, no problem. We're like the only one called This Week in the World of Football. Then, obviously, you found our YouTube channel, and hopefully you've come to like, subscribe, and hopefully leave some comments in the video. Who are your playoff picks for this weekend? And for those of you who have not commented yet, who is your Super Bowl pick right now? I'm very curious about that.
What 2 teams do you see?
You can pick it 2. Just give me one. Who do you think is going to win it all? You got 8 teams left. But and then also, who's got the better shirt this week? Randy or Adam?
Nobody beats Al Bundy.
Grogu.
Baby
Grogu
Yoda does not beat Al Bundy.
Those who can't even say his real name don't deserve to be in the same room with Grogu. But that is it, everybody, for the World of Football's divisional round picks. A lot of people like football more than we do, but nobody. And I mean nobody. I did it wrong again. It's 2 weeks in a row. I really need this written down somewhere. I might as well just get it tattooed on my arm at this point.
No, don't do that.
Do it. Just do the thing.
Some people may love football more than we do, but nobody loves more football than we do.
That's right, everybody. He said it best, and we're going to probably have to get that put on a plaque somewhere in this podcasting room we have here.
I'll put it on an old sign. I'll hold it up for you.
That would be perfect.
Like a cue card.
Yeah, thank you. So until next time, I have been Adam Snow.
I'm still Randy Snow.
And that's unfortunate. And we'll see you guys next time.